Hello guys, ho 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 and a Merry Christmas. It is the conservative coin collector, and I'm going to give you all a special Christmas treat. Inside this box that used to hold beef tallow is a bunch of circulated penny rolls. Now, they look like the customer wrapped, and they're a Christmas Eve present. So I don't know the background of these rolls. I don't know much about anything about these rolls. And that's the mystery. Where they come from? Where they gonna go? Let's just get started. Because I don't know how these rolls are going to go. But hopefully we can find some goodies here. So start with the first roll here. Roll one. I didn't really find anything spectacular, but one thing I should note is where I live, I find a lot of Canadian cents. You may be thinking to yourself, I haven't seen a Canadian cent in years. I thought they were all gone. Oh no, not where I am. I am about an hour from the Canadian border, so I see a lot of Canadian cents. Why am I an hour from the Canadian border and not in Boca Raton? Family. That's why. Second roll. I just dump it out, and what appears? A wheat cent. What year is it from? It is 1944 S. Being where I live, I am about 3,000 miles from San Francisco. So to see an S mark period, that's a rarity. In fact, it's filled on my penny book because there was a lot of them minted, but if I didn't have it already filled on my penny book, this would be in it. I'm going to stick them right here on my laptop, and I'll do a recap of all my finds when I find them. Here I have two cents. This one looks shiny and new, this one looks shiny and new. But this one has a more mirror-like finish. I found a proof. I found a 2008 S proof cent. The very first proof that I found. And finding proof coinage in circulation it can be common, because you can spend proof coins like any other coins. But when I dumped the roll out and saw this, I was like, this is way too shiny and mirror-like to be just a uncirculated cent. Yeah, it's a proof. 2008 S. Wheat cent number 2. I don't know what year it is because I just saw the tails or the reverse of it, but if you flip it over to the obverse, it is a 1957 plain. I have that in my binder. 1957 plain. But it's still a good wheat cent to find. Still a good catch. If it's a wheat cent I can take out of circulation and cherish forever, that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's not necessarily a find, but it's something interesting that I want to point out is I'm finding a lot of 2020 and 2021 shield cents in these particular rolls. So there must be the newest year that was put into these rolls. Because even if you do have customer wrapped rolls, you will find 22s, 23s, 24s, and 25s. But no more 26s. These penny roll hunts are something that we're going to have to appreciate while we have them. And who knows in 10 years' time or 100 years' time if our grandkids and our great-grandkids will be able to appreciate pennies and penny roll hunts. Or cent roll hunts, as all the people who are like to be corrective that may be in the comments. It's technically a cent. We never had a penny. Penny's a British thing. Yes, I know, but I use them interchangeably. I want to make an editor's note. The camera is flipped like you would see like a short. And then in the last clip there, yes, I know, I figured it out as soon as I turned it off, and I was like, shh. But it's still a good part of the hunt, and it's just gonna look wonky. That's all. So I gotta get busy and hunt another roll. No sooner did I say the whole 2021 is the newest, and I found a 23. The shield sent several billion minted. It's set number 3. This is the third one I found. And again, I found it reverse side up. And I love when I find a reverse side up because I don't know what year it is. Normally, if I have a bunch of them, and a bunch of them look like copper, I just turn a bunch of them around. And mostly, they have the memorial on the back of them, and it's something like, 1973, right? Copper. This wheat cent is 1950-70. Another common, later year, but it's always good to have one of these in the collection. Or multiple in the jar. I found wheat cents 4 and 5 right next to each other. They're right like this, and let's see what they are. 1945 and 1948. Not bad. Not bad at all. I found the newest coin yet, 2024. And it's still in really, really good shape. I might put this one in a coin flap just because it's 2024 and there aren't many years after this. I think 25s have come out, but 26 and beyond, none. I find so many Canadians in circulation. I can pick and choose which ones I keep, and this is a particular one that I keep. A 1956 laureate portrait. I keep laureate portrait Canadians and older. I have found probably about 20 regular clad Canadians that are newer than laureate portraits, but the young head of the laureate portraits, the newest, so to speak, I keep. And this one being from 1956, it's in pretty decent condition. I say it's an equivalent to a wheat cent because just the years line up. And unlike the wheat cent, Queen Elizabeth has been on the coins a lot less time. Lincoln's been on the penny for well over 100 years at this point. I found my first 2009. And it's Lincoln sitting on the log. Yes, I know they all have formal names, but I just say that's Lincoln sitting on the log. I don't keep 2009s anymore. I had a ton of them I just got rid of because they're very common and not worth much, but I'll keep this one from my memorable Christmas Eve hunt. We'd sent 6. It's a 19... Oh, it's an oldie, a 1939. Pre-1940 wheat cents are getting rarer and rarer to find. And pre-1945 are also kind of rare. 1945 and over, I see all the time. But that's just my experience. What about yours? Let me know down below. King George VI. This is who's on this Canadian cent. And it's from 1952. 1952 was 1952 was the last year that he was on the scent. Queen Elizabeth was coronated in 1953. Second laureate portrait, if it'll focus. 1965. Oh no, 63. I'm sorry. 1963 were the last years of the laureate portrait. I can add it to my growing list of finds. I had no idea what to expect with this hunt. I had no idea where these pennies came from, and everything about this hunt has been a total mystery to me. It was a Christmas Eve present, and I have to say, a very, very good Christmas Eve present from my sister. I found 6 wheat cents. I'll line them up and show you what they are. We got 45, 39, 44, 57, 41, and a 1957 again. All common. I don't think I'll be able to put any in my penny book, but I'll put them to the side and do something with them later. The 2009, like is sitting on a log. 2 laureate portraits. King George VI. And perhaps my favorite find, a proof. A very, very nice proof. You can definitely tell on the obverse it's been in circulation a while. There's a lot of dust marks and dirt and grease and stuff. The reverse is a different story. It looks like I just broke it out of the package. I hope you enjoyed my little Christmas Eve hunt. Thank you all so much for watching. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'm signing off. So long, everybody.